Alright, we are almost ready to start here. Going to play some Monsters Memories. We're going to take a look at the Ranger class, which is one of the classes I didn't get a chance to take a look at in the previous playtest. But we're going to go ahead and try to see how far we can get him. And if I like him or not. I mean, I'm trying to do the most of the classes here and trying to give them like an actual good chance as far as testing goes. But if you're new and you're just joining me, my name is Brent. I'm a combat veteran and a longtime MMO player, and we are taking a look at Monsters and Memories here. And all I'm trying to do is just show this game. I think they have something special here. A group of guys have been working on this for like the last 4 years without pay. I think that's quite inspirational. So this game is classically inspired by games like EverQuest, or heavily inspired, I should say. They definitely have some magic going here because it captured something that we've been missing for a very long time. As far as getting into the game, getting sucked in, going into the world, not knowing what you're doing. There's a sense of exploration, and it's not really just nostalgia, but the world feels huge, feels big, feels unknown, feels dangerous, and I really enjoy this game, and so I hope you do too. Or if you don't, hey, it may not be for you because it is a difficult game. Now, I typically try to what am I thinking here? You try to just go solo, mainly because there's a lot of I wouldn't say complaints, but a lot of concerns about not being able to solo in this game. And to be fair, it is more centered around social interaction, social dependency. And don't get me wrong, that's there, and if you want to progress quickly, you need to go and do that. But mainly, I'm just kind of showing that there is an ability to actually solo play this game, because they do have content here. Partly the reason why I do that is when I was 14 and playing EverQuest, I soloed a lot. So never played the Ranger in EverQuest, but we're gonna see what it's like. And I think I told around with this character in the last playtest, which was in September. I don't remember exactly what my feelings were on this guy. I think I just popped on and I was more leaning towards the Spellblade. And the Spellblade is really fun, but one of the classes I really wanted to try was the Ranger. So we're gonna try this this class here. Oh, you know what I need to do? Because last time you guys weren't able to see anything. Now on my screen and on my at least from my looking at the stream on a different monitor, it seems like you guys can see things, but I don't think you can. So because sometimes I go and I try to rewatch this on different devices, and one of them being my TV in my living room. And the last few videos I've done are just like really low quality. I'm just like, man, I spent hours and I didn't even realize what was going on. So again, you'll have to forgive me if I'm a new streamer and doing this. I'm also just doing this for fun. I mean, I'm an extremely busy man. I am a full-time college student as well. I'm changing my vocation to teach philosophy. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm gonna go on a tangent here. And when I do, I typically forget what I'm doing. So let's see if I can figure out where the brightness scale is. Gamma brightness, there we go. There we go, we'll go ahead and pump it up to 100. Alright. I also have dark vision on this, or infravision on this character. I don't know if they released any new characters here. I haven't made a new character at all. So what are we doing here? One of the things I do notice right away is that they still haven't added in the sound effect for the elves. walking on the ground. The humans do have that, but just the elves don't, for whatever reason, and that's okay. I mean, you know, it is an alpha. They did say that they're going to be pushing back the closed beta here because they're concerned about the quality and not necessarily. They're more concerned about delivering quality than delivering actual dates. But what they also said in the same breath is that they think that they're going to be able to make the Q1 open beta or early access, which, you know, more power to them if they can. I don't know if that's going to be possible if they're pushing back closed beta, but you know, hey, I could be wrong. So, and I have full belief in the devs that they can pull it off. So, you know, here's hoping, because you know, I'd be happy. Yeah, and you know, I think all of us would be happy to play this game when they say they're going to release it. So some of us have been waiting for years for this game to get in the state that it's in right now. I am one of them. Of course, I've been lurking in the background and kind of watching the community grow, as is. Part of the other reason why I'm like jumping in here to actually streaming is that there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are really doing the hustle, and you know, I think people deserve kind of like an honest and genuine look at the game, because I mean, I'm not on a payroll. I don't need to work because I'm retired from the military. So I just figured, hey, this is something that I like. I think it's worth people's times. You know, if you're a younger person trying to get into this, this is something that we had like 20 years ago. And it's not for the faint of heart. It's probably not going to be for everybody. Mainly what this game is inspired by, again, I sent a request, but the other ones are D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, the old MUD system, or the old, was it multiplayer? Basically, I think they had LAN computers and they had multiplayer dungeon crawlers that are mainly text-based, and they had that system in here through the chat box. Some classes rely more on that. The Inquisitors, at least the class quests, certainly the Inquisitor is more heavily reliant on the MUD than any other class I came across. Probably the Rogue. I hear they have to do something with a grappling hook. That's another class I wanted to take a look at. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to play any other classes. I might. I mean, I typically get up to like level 4. I don't go very high because at the end of the day, like by January, all these characters are going to be wiped. So it's not like we really need to be fond of whatever characters we create. I'm just really here to test. At least that's what I try, you know. So, and I'll see if I can get into a group maybe later on in the week, maybe towards the end, but primarily I'm just going to be soloing. You're just kind of having a relaxed play session. So what are we doing? We are, I guess we're just kind of trying to level here. And I'm noticing, like, why am I know I have a bow and arrow, and I'm a ranger, and am I like, oh, you know what? Here, I think this is a cool, let me see. Okay, yeah, so I just said got to be at range, and I just got to attack. Okay, so that's nice. I don't have to actually run up to the, I'm so used to playing melee classes. Melee class I want to like is the Spellblade. It's just a leather-wearing class which I really just kind of don't like. But I mean, it is a fun class. I mean, you got their reactive damage absorption shield, which is cool. It's more like an active tank than anything else. I mean, it's not really a tank, but like you can get away with things with that being a melee DPS with that absorption shield on. And then, you know, it's a leather class, so I mean, what I've noticed with the leather classes is that it's easier to gear than anyone that's wearing like metal or plate. Far cheaper. So yeah, I might play this spell ability again. I'm not really too sure. Sounds like fun. But I think what I noticed is that the ranger wasn't getting a whole lot of attention, at least from the status. I think it's really the shaman that's usually coming up in the top. What am I trying to find that? Basically, top players. Player wish list or player. What players are actually. Okay, let's come on. Oh, because I already got. Alright, what do I need to get rid of? How about that? Okay, not bad. Alright, cool. Found a few pieces of gear. So. Excuse me for getting tongue-tied. But I think it's what the players were most it was the most played class. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh no, it's gonna be restarting in 10 minutes. Well, you know, hey, we'll be back in like about 10 minutes after they restart. We'll try to get as much done as we can. The reason why I got on here so late, and like not that it matters to anybody, because I don't really have an audience. So you're probably gonna be seeing this in the future, which is fine. But again, like I said, like I'm a full-time college student, so I've been just doing Spanish, philosophy, stuff like that. I spent hours of like yesterday, like at 2:30 a.m. Just to start reading, and I wasn't done until like 1 p.m. in the afternoon for my philosophy class. And to give you an idea of what I've been dealing with, is like I have to read ethical egoism and psychological egoism, a bunch of things that sound like a bunch of nonsense. And I think you turn the bones into the Templars here, so it's always good to have that. One of the good things about going through these classes at the low levels is that you tend to pick up some tips and tricks on what's going on and what you can turn in for experience and get more out of the game. Oh, I keep thinking that's a bag. That is not a bag. Alright, well, I think it's... Oh. Yeah, they give us, like, this invisibility spell, and I'm not really sure... But it was. Let's see. It says it's not available to my class, but I bought it from the class vendor. Isn't that weird? Alright, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just something. We'll just put it in the slot for right now. Alright. What are we doing, folks? We are... Let's go turn some things in. Clear up our inventory here. Yeah, so last playtest was September, so at the beginning of September. So it's all September and then all of October. I know they did like a playtest in maybe early October. Again, I missed it. If you want to get those playtests, they don't announce those playtests until like they only announce them on like the Discord, so you got to pay attention to that. I am just so busy with life. And this is my last semester at my college before I go on to university. So I am taking 2 condensed classes, and my schedule is a bit hectic. So why then am I? Oh my goodness! I think it's this dude. This dude Squire. Squire, man. So why am I playing this? Well, because I got all my work done. It's been a long week, and I kind of just want to play. Oh, you gotta turn in like. Oh, okay. So you need 5. Can you turn in the skull here? Is that alright? Can I do that? Oh, what the fuck? Get out of here, dude. Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at that guy. That's not his fault. It's the like whatever the hitboxes here are a bit large. So when you're trying to like deal with an NPC and the player like gets into the window, like you can accidentally open up a trade window. Not the guy's fault. It's just a fluke of the game. We're gonna head north here and take a look at the north gate. I know I can turn a few things in there. I mean, I could probably sell some things somewhere. But the minute I like try to get like on the game and I like set it up, I finally got everything like worked out. Like last playtest, like a lot of lessons learned about like how to stream. So hopefully I resolved those issues. Like it was coming through like really low quality, and I couldn't figure out why. I guess I had like the resolution like too high. I think that's been resolved here, and I guess my microphone was really low, and hopefully it's a lot better now. So I guess in about 5 minutes I'll take a look at the video, and then we'll and when they come back up, I will take a look at it, or when they're down, I'll take a look at it and see what the quality is and whether or not it's going to go up on YouTube. I suppose it shouldn't really go up on YouTube. I mean, right? I got on here like 10 minutes. Well, I guess I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And, you know, I tried to go during the break here. I tried to go back and play EverQuest, and man, I couldn't. It's just such a different game, and this right here reminds me of when I came into like the world. I think I want to say that was like Belius, or right before they launched like the Plains of Power expansion, and so I got to see like Freeport, the Freeport Tunnel. I remember playing one day when the Plains of Power expansion came out, and the guy came in and he was like, he didn't know where anybody was at. He's like, what's going on with this game? I can't find anybody in the tunnels. I was like, well, you know, they're on the Nexus. I think that's what it was called, the Nexus. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm trying to do, let's see, I got like a snake egg on me. Some tattered clothes I can sell. I got at least 1 silver, you know, that's good. And the skeleton jawbone, I can sell that for like 1. Fire beetle leg, I can sell that. That's easy. Here, I know there's a... Tell me, please tell me I didn't fuck up and get that. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. I'll just... You know, you never know what you're gonna find when players put stuff on the ground. I think I found like a couple rusty weapons that the players just like threw away. They couldn't like hold or whatever. Oh, I found a cracked staff last playtest on the ground, and that was fun. That was like tinsel. I think I found 2 of them during the last playtest because they were just thrown on the ground. Players didn't know the actual item value. Ah, here she is. I'm glad she has a little light around her. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can get away with. All right, 2 minutes. Okay, well, I can probably hand in. All right, cool. Got a torch. I'm gonna hand in the egg. That's what you do when you're low on food. I wonder if I can hand in bat. Can I hand in bat meat? I wonder if I can just do. We'll see in the next 2 minutes. See if I can like. Well, she's accepted one of them at least. What about the bat wing? What about the rat ear? We'll see. Nope. Okay. All right. I had high hopes. I always forget what she takes. You know, I don't really pay attention. Who needs to read anyways, right? And so we'll take a break here. I'll leave the stream going, I guess. Well, I guess I can go back and check the quality and not take the stream down. Oh, 60 seconds. 60. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it, man. I'm not gonna make it. I mean, I could just like sit in the title screen and just like talk to you guys, but I mean, I think it's just kind of boring because you're not here to see me. You're here to see the game. Of course, I got like all my stuff open, but it's a beautiful game, man. I really enjoy the lighting engine that they have going here. I think this is Unity, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's okay. Hotfix. We're starting in 30 seconds, and I made it. I made it into town. I'm surprised. So if you're just new to this game and just finding this video, you basically have to run around to each individual vendors and try to find what they actually buy. So I don't think she buys anything from me. There we go. So I can sell that. I can sell the spider silk. We'll sell that too. We don't need it. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm satisfied. Alright, well, we are going to be taking a short break here as they kick us out of the game. But part of the reason why I played the Wood Elf is because the infravision. Hopefully it'll help you guys see a little bit more. Now, you can usually see just fine when you're playing the game. It gets really dark at night. And that was a trait of EverQuest. If you didn't have like night vision, you were kind of screwed at night unless you had like a lamp or a lantern. I remember just like sitting there in like Freeport, and it's like nighttime, and I'm just like, I don't know. I think I'm sitting by like one of the, I guess like kind of like adjacent to the gate. And like I had this like elf come up to me and start asking me questions about like why I was just like kind of sitting there and doing nothing. And I'm like, well, I can't see you. Like I couldn't see at all, and that's how dark it was. And so they've emulated that to a certain degree, just for streaming purposes. It's not implemented well, and that's not their fault, I guess. It's really more of our problem, but it does kind of take away from the experience when you are streaming, because you know I want to enjoy the game too, right? But I also need to share it. So I'm gonna go on a short break. We're gonna be here for about 10 minutes as they get things back on track. All right, guys. I will see you in a few minutes. last 4 years without pay. I think that's quite inspirational. So this game is classically inspired by games like EverQuest, or heavily inspired, I should say. They definitely have some magic going here, because it captured something that we've been missing for a very long time. As far as getting into the game, getting sucked in, going into the world, not knowing what you're doing. There's a sense of exploration, and it's not really just nostalgia, but the world feels huge, feels big, feels unknown, feels dangerous, and I really enjoy this game, and so I hope you do too. Or if you don't, hey, it may not be for you, because it is a difficult game. Now, I typically try to what am I thinking here? I tried to just go solo, mainly because there's a lot of, I wouldn't say complaints, but a lot of concerns about not being able to solo in this game. And to be fair, it is more centered around social interaction, social dependency, and don't get me wrong, that's there, and if you want to progress quickly, you need to go and do that. But mainly, I'm just kind of showing that there is an ability to actually solo play this game, because they do have content here. Partly the reason why I do that is when I was 14 playing EverQuest, I soloed a lot. So never played the Ranger in EverQuest, but we're gonna see what it's like. I think I tooled around with this character in the last playtest, which was in September. Don't remember exactly what my feelings were on this guy. I think I just popped on, and I was more leaning towards the Spellblade. The Spellblade is really fun, but one of the classes I really wanted to try was the Ranger. So we're gonna try this class here. Oh, you know what I need to do? Because last time you guys weren't able to see anything. Now on my screen and on my at least from my looking at the stream on a different monitor, it seems like you guys can see things, but I don't think you can. So, because sometimes I go and I try to rewatch this on different devices, one of them being my TV in my living room. And the last few videos I've done are just like really low quality. I'm just like, man, I could spend hours and I didn't even realize what was going on. So again, you'll have to forgive me if I'm a streamer and doing this. I'm also just doing this for fun. I mean, I'm an extremely busy man. I am a full-time college student as well. I'm changing my vocation to teach philosophy. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm gonna go on a tangent here. And when I do, I typically forget what I'm doing. So let's see if I can figure out where the brightness scale is. Yeah, my brightness. There we go. There we go. We'll go ahead and pump it up to 100. Alright. I also have dark vision on this, or infravision on this character. I don't know if they released any new characters here. I haven't made a new character at all. So let's... what are we doing here? One of the things I do notice right away is that they still haven't added in the sound effect for the elves. Walking on the ground. The humans do have that, but just the elves don't. For whatever reason, and that's okay. I mean, there's alpha. They did say that they're going to be pushing back the closed beta here, because they're concerned about the quality and not necessarily. They're more concerned about delivering quality than delivering actual dates. But what they also said in the same breath is that they think that they're going to be able to make the Q1 open beta or early access, which more power to them if they can. I don't know if that's going to be possible if they're pushing back closed beta, but no, hey, I could be wrong. So, and I have full belief in the devs that they can pull it off. So, here's hoping. Because, you know, I'd be happy. Yeah, and, you know, I think all of us would be happy to play this game. Uh, all right, welcome back. That was a fairly. All right, welcome back. That was a fairly. One second, guys. One second, guys. There we go. I gotta put that on mute. So, yeah, I was just testing out the sound quality, just making sure that like everybody can hear me, and like you know the video's not like 8 JPEGs, you know, digitized. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. What was it? What was I doing? I was cleaning up my inventory. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not gonna sell that. I'm not gonna sell that. I don't think I'm gonna sell anything else. So we are gonna go. There's chainmail right there. Something I'm gonna wear. Plate looks awesome. I don't know about the leather. It looks all right. I mean, you know, like I can't really complain too much. But we haven't really tested out the Ranger, so I'm gonna test out the Ranger a little bit more before I go back to the Spellblade, if I decide to go back to the Spellblade. I tried out the earlier, I would say way earlier today. I tried out the Paladin. I already have a Paladin that I did like a few playtests ago. Looks like they changed some things around. I think Restorative Strike or whatever it was is now a level 10 spell. It wasn't that good to begin with, but I'm not sure why they put it at level 10, so we'll have to see what that's about. Tried the Inquisitor again, looking at Torment. It doesn't seem like they changed it that much. And you know, they did a press or not news update on the 28th of September, and they were talking about going all over the classes again. Maybe I just can't talk tonight. Taking another pass at all the classes again. They're taking a look at all the class kits. So like that's just kind of like the spells, like what they can do, how they feel, stuff like that. And so the main reason why they're pushing back beta, or not beta, closed beta, is that they don't want to just slap beta onto the game. They want to actually be in beta. And so what my experience is in my other profession was in IT, and I was an IT manager before the pandemic. They typically, what you want to do when you're going into beta and out of alpha is that you have all of your core systems in place. That's when you can call it a beta. So the decision was like made that they're just that these certain things that haven't been added are part of the core systems, and they can't really call it a beta until these things are in. So one of them is let's see, religion right here. Like we have devotion down here. Factions still need to be worked on. They say the economy is still being looked at. And a few other things that I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure that they are going to be working on them. Sorry, my brain kind of shuts off when I'm like trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing, where am I going to be going. I know when I get on like a philosophical tangent that I've done in the few other streams, I'm like wandering about aimlessly. I'm not even playing the game, I'm just talking, which is a bit problematic because again, like you're here to see the video game, not necessarily to see me. So, and I don't mean to be down on myself, I just, it's just the reality of the situation, right? You really want to see what the Ranger is about, or you're kind of curious about the what Monsters and Memories is about. I had one really good interaction with the player base here. I had last stream, I had some guy come up to me and like hand me a bunch of money, and he was like he was actually watching my stream, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even think I would ever like get somebody to actually do that. I figured like few people might see this like in the future, and that's fine. I'm not. What am I doing? I see that's the thing. Like I found myself in the hospital or the hospital, or Wayfarer's hospice, excuse me, and I can't figure out why I went in there. I just started talking and I got lost, and that's kind of a trait of mine where I just go on a tangent and I just forget what I'm doing. Can I do two things at once? Probably not. Probably took a few too hard knocks on the head when I was in the infantry. Oh, cool. We got a class note or whatever. Introduction to animal training, step 1. So like stuff like this. Yeah, they definitely need to like What fucking... Cool. Where are the other steps? Oh man. Sorry, I find that funny. Well, you know what we can else what else we can do is, oh fuck, I can just destroy that so no one else picks it up. Um, we can sharpen some. We can work on our blacksmithing. Yeah, like another thing like I picked up, I think like these 20 brittlestone, like I didn't go out and mine that. Like someone just dropped it on the ground thinking it was useless. I'm like, no, these things are actually worth something because you can sharpen your weapons from them, right? You're not just it's not just there. We gotta go click on the anvil. We can just go ahead and craft all. Oh, and when you fail, like it stops crafting, so. They also said that blacksmithing was too easy last time. So they're working on that. I don't know. Maybe it is. That could be the case. I mean, I found the entry into it pretty straightforward. I mean, there's a few learning curves. Like if you sharpen a weapon and it fails, you lose the weapon. I didn't realize that, and I had to go back to using my my training weapon because I put that. Thank God I put that in the bank. But yeah, so let's see. We might lose this. That's okay. I don't really care. Like, oh, cool. I guess we neat. We didn't fail. We're probably gonna fail on this one. Yep, we failed. So yeah, see, get rid of the item. I mean, I could have sold that, but like, yeah, it's fine. Now we can go off to the weapons dealer and sell it. I think there's one over there, but I'm gonna go to the barracks. A ranger's interesting. It's supposed to be people say it's like a cross between a druid and a fighter, and it's like three things. It's like an archer, a fighter, and a druid. But mainly a fighter. So they put the ranger into the barracks area where all the other fighters are at, or martial classes, I should say, because the archer's there too. That makes sense. You know, it's they kind of all belong to that area. Archer's another one I'm not really sure of. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. Okay, so yeah, that was. Let me see if I can get away with this. Can I? You cannot memorize this ability. Okay, well, can I get rid of it? Okay, so that was a mistake. Yeah, it's the -1 was there at. And figure out why invisibility was there for all the classes, most of the classes, I should say. All right, let's see. What do we got? Do we got that? We got taunt. I have taunt. I do have taunt. I should put that on the ability bar in case I need to save somebody. Do I have that true sight? Ooh, I don't have that. What is that? Interesting. Did not see this last time. Maybe this is something new they added. I mean, I really don't know. I don't remember. I didn't play a whole lot on this character. That's dope. We got wooden skin, snare, embers, kick, weak heal. This is all right, I guess. True strike. Okay. and then polar north. I mean, that's always nice to get. I don't think I have that. No, I don't have that. Good. Okay, visibility to animals. Do I have that? Yeah, I do have that. Corruption protection. I don't have that. What is corruption protection? I don't know what are corrupted creatures? What is that? Well, I guess we'll eventually find out. I mean, it's really easy to figure out the directions in this game. I mean, you go off the position of the sun, and then, you know, if you remember the acronym, never eat soggy wheat, you can go clockwise, and then you're able to tell north, south, east, west. Let's see. Let's go ahead. I'll put that on the ability bar. Why not? And we'll put the polar. I think the Inquisitor also gets a line polar north. So does the Spellblade. I'm not sure why. Fizzle that. Okay, fizzling. There we go. Let's take a look here. 1 hour remaining. Okay, that doesn't really tell me a whole lot. What is corruption? No idea. Let's line polar north. There we go, north. Alright, yep. Makes sense. And then once you know where north is, you got your local landmarks here. So like the sea is out to the south. I think this is Westgate. I'm pretty sure from what I remember. So that tower is always west. Oh, there is one more thing I actually have to do in the barracks, and that is get fletching, because I know I'm eventually going to need it. Ah, there you go. Oh, okay, I already got it. We already got it last time. Fletching supplies. What do we got here? I think it's only 1 arrow per 1,000. I don't think it's 1,000, because if I buy it, yeah, it's 1. So fletching kit. I don't know. I'm almost, man, I am not like okay with. I'm just gonna buy that. Oh, that was a silver. Fuck. Well, it is what it is. Oh, okay, cool. It actually tells you what you can do. Stone arrow. Ah, interesting. Cool. Brittlestone? Oh, so I need to go. Damn, I actually need to make. Damn. That's dope. I mean, I like that. Kind of sucks, but I mean, I like that. I gotta get mining, I gotta get wood cutting. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see, let's go ahead and consider myself, see if I feel tired. So let's go and sit by the fire. Why do I even have a candle? Like, I don't need that. Do I need that? Do I need a training candle? I guess I can probably go and back into town here and what else am I like? Oh, okay, like I can sell things to the cook. Do. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and just destroy that because we don't need that. That nonsense. That was a. I think that's just a drop that the NPC gives that you can't. You can wear it, but you can't sell it to anybody. Let's see, Jack. So that. I mean, you can buy bone chips, but I mean, I don't know if that's like the best use of them. You can also cook. Because I know I'm eventually gonna need it. Yeah, you can cook bat meat. I might have something else around here. Rat meat. There we go. I feel like Demolition Man. I don't know if anyone remembers that movie, but they had a scene where I guess the protagonists were in the sewers, and I think was it Sandra Bullock makes a comment on like, "Do you see any cows down here?" So like, yeah, they were eating rat meat. Yeah, whatever. We're trying to sell this low quality jackal pelt to somebody on it. I don't know if they put leatherworking into the game yet. I don't think it's a thing. I tried it last time. And I don't oh, there's a leatherworking kit. Was this here last time? I'll have to go on my Spellblade and take a look at that. Because I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, how do I make this stuff? I was clicking on like this. I was like, how do I do things? Like, I don't know. Like, how do I make the rawhide scraps? I'm not sure. Like, so I guess you need a leatherworking kit. All right. Well, I might have to go back and play my Spellblade. That's the only leather class that I have right now. I also have a monk. I mean, I wasn't really too impressed with the monk yet. I was getting my butt kicked by like a level 1 rat. Same level, I was surprised. Well, I did try to do the unarmed thing and just like because in EverQuest, like you can go out as a monk and be unarmed and like just not care and just kill things, and like, you can't really do that in this game. Oh, nice. Okay, well. I really should put the book in the bank because I don't necessarily need it, and it's just taking up an inventory slot, and plus it's kind of a risk. In case I die, the book's going to be on me and I'm going to lose all my spells. That's another thing you have to worry about. I wonder if strike applies to my archery. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like that's a melee ability only. Which is fine. Not a big concern there. Oh, that's cool. That's very satisfying. I think my highest armor rating, and I'm not sure how this works, like, so like the armor rating is like 13, like class armor. Not really sure how that works. And I know they mentioned like I guess it wasn't working last time. Maybe they fixed it, but I know like the highest armor class that I have is, interestingly enough, is the Spellblade, which is an all leather wearing class because I was able to like outfit him for relatively low cost, which is kind of like the benefit of leather, I guess. And that happens to be the highest armor class character that I have, despite me having like a warrior, or is it a warrior fighter? Fighter, right? an Inquisitor. Oh wow, okay, people are just leaving stuff around. Right, this is how you make money. Go and you troll the noob yards here. Let's see, okay, well, we'll see here. Now, it was interesting playing this class because one of the devs said that, unlike in EverQuest, the Ranger's actually going to be good. And I remember people complaining about the Ranger in EverQuest when I came in. But maybe they were wrong. I don't know. You gotta tell me. Let's see. Okay, that's easy. Oh, okay, so I thought I was like, why am I not? Okay, so it's right there. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Since we can turn this in for food, which we will need in the future. Let's see, where am I at? Where am I at? Let's see, maybe if I can gain level tonight, and then I can call it, because I gotta do some more Spanish, you know, stuff, philosophy, logic. Logic is kind of out there. We have to actually use math as far as like when we break down arguments, and there's like these it's called symbolic logic, so you assign like symbols to certain statements and arguments, and you try to find the main operator of the argument. Really super interesting stuff. I had to go back. Right now we're working on like truth tables. I had to go back and like for last week and figure out how to actually do the calculus for the truth table, because I just like forgot. And like this week I was like struggling in class. I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I felt like super stupid. Like this is the only college class that made me feel dumb. It's been a humbling experience. I mean, we all like to think we're smart, right? But you know, we're all human. And I am no different. I don't know why I walked all the way up to him. I should have just hit him with the arrows. Usually the animation switches, but I guess that's okay. There we go. I know Fire Beetle. I think Fire Beetle Eyes you can turn into the farmer. Forgot her name. They recently changed the some of the textures around. I know the beetle shield looks different. Looks better. It certainly looks better. I mean, I didn't mind the old one either. The old one was okay. I mean, you know, it's like newbie gear, right? Like you don't really care. You know, I mean, it's free gear. You know, only certain classes should be equipping it. Like it ruins your charisma or whatever. But you know, I haven't really noticed like a substantial difference when my charisma is low, dealing with merchants. So I mean, it really isn't that big of a deal. Which might, you know, they might change that in the future. You never know. Do I have a dagger or a sword? No, that's a sword. Doesn't look like a sword, it looks like a dagger. So at what point does a dagger become a sword? And I think someone answered that. I think I know the answer, or someone told me the answer years ago, but I can't remember. There's like a certain cutoff to where it's like, okay, this is no longer an actual dagger. This is an actual sword. So there is a limit. I just don't know what that is. I can't remember it. We are doing a late night playthrough. Monsters and Memories. You know, it is kind of convenient not to like go up and run up. Wow. Okay. What I was gonna say is that it's kind of convenient not to like go around and run up to the mob and then start whacking them. I don't have to worry about that. Whereas like on a fighter, like, you know, you're kind of forced to. You can actually you know what? You can actually wield a bow with the fighter. So I wonder if it's the same for the fighter as it is for the ranger and archer, where they'll switch weapons when a mob gets too close. I mean, that might be interesting to see, because then I don't have to like run around so much. I can just tag it and then move on with my life. So I have invisibility versus beast, so in case like there's any hostile mobs, I can just, you know, run past them. Which isn't useful, I think, because out in the dunes, there are hostile critters running around. I know jackals are fairly hostile. So yeah, my fighter, I'm gonna have to test that out. I'm gonna test. I have to get a bow and see, and bow and some arrows, and see if it'll start firing the bow as soon as I put myself in combat. All right, looks like our inventory's full, so we're gonna head back to the town and you know, dump some things off. Already have a silver again, so I probably should get another. Well, what I should do is I should drop off the training book. Hip quiver, pouch, flushing kit. Okay, well, I mean, there's not much I can do. I guess I can put that in the bank as well. Take a look at the time here. Let me see the time. You know, I promised the missus that I'd be in bed at a reasonable hour. Things you gotta do. Sure, you've all been there. If not, well, you know, you will find out one day. What do I need to drop off first? I think I should go visit the cook. That seems to be the most reasonable approach here. I think snake meat, can I turn snake? No, I can't turn snake meat to the farmer. I really, you know, I gotta make a list about like what I can turn into her and what I can't. I gotta do that, because I just don't remember. I just can't remember it. I do it all the time. I just don't remember the items. I should though. I also I should check out the newbie yard. The reason why is because people drop stuff there all the time that are it's actually pretty good. Go ahead and sell that. Do we need? I mean, I guess we can sell that. We don't need it as of yet. We'll sell the bat tooth in here. We'll keep the fire beetle leg. We'll sell. I think I did the quest on this guy. Pretty sure. Oh, fletching kit and old stuff. Okay, that's cool. I guess if you cook it, you sell it for one more silver or one more copper, which is fine. I do notice that they did like animate this stove here, so I mean they are slowly working on stuff. Every time like we come back into the game, they've added something new. I think I saw something in the North District. They added some new signage, glowing signage, and we'll just sell that back to the cook now. We're eventually going to run out of food, but you know I need the inventory space more than anything. Keep the bone chips here. We'll save the rations. Rations seem to be a bit more better to keep, more valuable to keep, I should say. What's this? Okay, what's this? Okay. Alright. Someone's just dropping trash there. I mean, they can just destroy it. Like, who's this guy? Is it the same? No, it's not the same guy. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright, I can just put the candle there. I don't need that right now. I don't necessarily need the book right now. And that's really what you should be doing, is putting the book in the bank. Because you don't need it. You don't really need it. Okay, well, we got... Oh, you know what I can do? I can convert. I got 2 silver. There we go. Alrighty. I know last playtest, and I don't know who did this, but like there was a goblin, and there was like, for whatever reason, a bunch of bunch of goblin corpses in here, and I'm not sure what happened, but man, it was there the whole entire week. Like, I don't know what happened. We don't have enough to turn into the guy. I think you could have just turned it in without having it to be a stack of 5. Last time I checked, but apparently they changed that. So, I mean, that's fine. I mean, certain things I may not like them changing. I mean, I was kind of partial to, like, the fire looks great, right? Like, but they had like this like 2D fire that I thought was kind of charming. And kind of like matched the aesthetic of like the old school vibe, but you know that's fine too. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, rake him over the coals over that one. That should be fine. So like first impressions, I mean, we're at level 2 with the ranger. I'm not, I don't dislike it. I don't think it's bad. I'm not like going like, oh man, this is kind of like, this is kind of unbearable right now. But no, it's been fairly easy going. I mean, especially having that bow and all those training arrows. You know, you just life's kind of easy. as a ranger. I do know, like when I get, I'm never gonna get to that level cap or that level. It's like level 26, I guess. You get Spirit of the Wild or whatever it's called, the speed boost. So I mean, that's another good thing to like if you want a ranger and you don't want to play shaman. So I think that's what primarily people play shaman is that you get to wear chainmail and you get Spirit of the Wolf. It's like Spirit of the Wolf or Spirit of the Wild, whatever it is, and you just get that movement buff. And I think that's one of the main reasons why just people play that. One of the most played classes is shaman. I know one of the least played classes is ranger, and so I'm not sure why it is. You know, maybe it's just people don't like it. Not a bad class. It's not terrible so far. I mean, I'm at level 2, so I can't really like make a huge can't base everything off of that, but so far it's fairly easy. Other classes have been a bit more what do I say, a bit more difficult, I guess. I wouldn't say, maybe not difficult, but like every class seems to be every class has its quirks, right? Like the fighter, you can't really take the fighter out and take on wipe con mobs. Like that's gonna drain your health, and then you're not gonna be able to go out and fight. So you gotta kind of strategize. I mean, and like the Inquisitor, you know, the damage is kind of low, but so far like the damage seems to be pretty good on the Ranger, and I'm not like falling over dead. So I'm happy. I'm content. I would say I'm content with the Ranger. I mean, I also feel that with the Spellblade. Spellblade is also oddly robust. And yeah, it's something you don't really expect out of a Leatherwing class, but it certainly is. You know, I never rested. Oh, but I do feel rested. Okay. So we're just gonna... Oh, that might have been a cracked staff. Maybe. Could just be a wizard staff. The primary reason why I'm here in the noob yard is to see if anybody dropped anything good. We can take it on that. There we go. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll wear that. Gives me 1 AC. Why not? Every piece of gear seems to feels earned, no matter what you're playing. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I got this like cloth tattered shawl, or this cloth face mask. Okay, it gives me 1 AC. Okay, like, and then you slowly. So the progression is slow, but it feels worthwhile. And it just, I don't know what it is. I think Spellblade, for whatever reason, I progressed as your progression goes fairly quickly. Fully outfitted, at least from my level, which is, typically you don't see that. And here's the thing. I wonder, and this might be about strategy. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. Since it's really expensive to get plate and or chain, it might be a good strategy just to get leather uh, and wait until you can buy a good set of plate or chainmail. That might be a good, because I think I'm pretty sure I can wear leather as well. That means a cheap option to like get some armor on. Might be a valid strategy. I'm not really sure. I'd just be dumb, you know. I am going back to college. Okay, program screen. Let's make sure that. Okay. Oh, wait. God, I just want to make sure that everything is A-okay. You gotta check the chat every so often. I mean, it's like 1 a.m. in the morning. No, like I'm a nobody. So like, yeah, still, you know, you never know. Like, there was one guy who was interacting with me. I forgot his name. I gotta go look it up again. But you know, I wasn't expecting it. And just like some random guy came up to me and started chatting with me as I was streaming. So you never know. You always gotta at least try to be respectful of people. Respectful? I guess that's right. I mean, like, you know, like, I don't want to ignore people. Oh wow. Okay. It's an interesting drop. Where am I at here? Oh, I'm considering. Okay, I'm almost leveled. Yeah, they usually drop 1 or 2 spider silks, and I got like 4. I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. Yeah, the ranger's hitting pretty hard. That's kind of nice. Kind of nice feel to it. And of course, you got the weak heal, but I mean, that's not to heal through the damage. I mean, it's to heal when you're out of the fight. What I assume. Because really, you're not using like a whole lot of like operating the ranger. I do know that the spellblade, you use a lot of mana, especially if you're using the damage absorption shield. That is a thing. Shit. Oh my god, that would be bad. No, fuck. That would have been so bad. I could have just hit hide, right? Like, right? Like, I could have just did that. You know? I think that's an what elf ability you can just hide. Forgot I had that. I have to realize that you can't just left click on an NPC and expect them to do anything. You got snake eye here. This. I don't know. Maybe that does that work? What about a batwing? You want a batwing? About some silk? I don't know. We're just kind of throwing things to the wind here. Yeah, why not? Put some rat meat there. Huh. Wait, fire violas we should be able to take, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. She did take the rat meat, so you can give her rat meat. She'll take it. She take this. I guess you guys gotta hand it one at a time there. I'm not sure which. Oh, so she's giving me rations. Okay. I see. I see. And a water flask. I'll put that right there. That'll be my reserve. All right. So. Okay. I gotta be really careful about that jackal. One of the things I liked about EverQuest is that they would put high-level mobs in like newbie areas, and they wouldn't care about your feelings about it. So like you could just be running around, and there's like a sand giant that just pops out of nowhere and like crushes you. And they do that. They do that here. So it's kind of nice. It keeps you on your toes, and I know they do it like even in the city. Like you're not even all. You can't. You have to be on your toes in there as well. You can go down the wrong alley and be jumped by a bunch of muggers. You can go be walking around the docks and like some were rat will come up and kill you. Like I didn't even, I wasn't even like paying attention. I got killed in the dock area. Some random spawn was just there, and I think it comes out every so often. And it's a higher level mob. I don't know what level it's at, but I mean, like, it's definitely way above like level 4. That's for sure. I did find the sewers last time, and I don't think anybody else went down there as far as like the streaming community goes. And so I was able to showcase that a little bit. I think I'm gonna go down there again at some point just to see what they have. I do know that I'll need to take a torch or something down there because it gets really dark. They have like hidden passages in some really dark areas. And I know if I didn't like take swimming, I would have died down there. I think I was on my Inquisitor, and I took swimming on my Inquisitor because I was like, okay, you know what? That looks like a spear. I wonder if I can use a spear. Can I use a spear? Am I allowed to use a spear? Oh, nice, I got a tattered cake. Can I use a spear? I can use a spear. Now I'm gonna try to sharpen it. No, I can't. Oh, boo. There we go. Okay. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, whatever. Just leave that there for somebody. Yep, I can use a spear. It's my first weapon upgrade, and I'm probably going to lose it because I want to sharpen it. Just have a need for it. But we can test it out in the meantime. We can grind some mobs before I lose this. Oh yeah, I have a bow. I can just use that. Nice. I tried to do a stream last night, and I just couldn't. My brain was so fried from reading. I spent like the whole. Yeah, I spent from like again. I think I said this already. I was like 2:30 a.m. to like 1 p.m. and I was just absolutely done. And so when I tried to stream, I was just like kind of like babbling. I was like, oh god, I just felt so bad. I was like, oh my god, like I was like, I'm an idiot for trying to do this. Eventually I started, so I stopped it, tried it again, It was better the second time. Tried it a third time, and I was like, oh, I was actually really like hitting my stride. And turns out, like, for whatever reason, it only like recorded like 10 seconds of it. I'm like, oh, no. I love the music in this game. That's cool. I can sell that. I'll sell that. That's fine. Snake Fang. I don't know why she would buy Snake Fangs, but that's cool. We can sell that too. I bet that there's a cloth kit. Oh, a seam ripper. That's right. That was actually really good. There is a tailoring kit. Yes. That's actually a good one. Because if I get those, I can get bandages, and that's always helpful. I think I need more storage space first, more than anything else. So I will hold off on that. Bags and packs. No, I can just sell that. Sell that. Backpack is 1 gold. What? I do have enough for a field pack. I mean, yeah, why not? You know, you gotta invest sometimes, right? You gotta invest in yourself sometimes. Probably just buy leather armor at some point. You can go ahead and chill. Chill here, open the book. Have my book, that's okay. What I'll do is I'll level and then do some blacksmithing. I gotta be mindful of the time because I need to be in bed in a certain hour. Oh, nice. Someone, Spirit of the Wild, that's what it's called. Okay, very nice. Thank you, random person. Very nice. That's so. I do like the shamans in this game. They just kind of like gift you Spirit of the Wild. I know in EverQuest that wasn't a thing. Like people were like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna charge for this," and then like, everybody started charging. So I mean, I'm sure that's gonna happen here. But you know, since it's an alpha, and you know, we're all gonna get wiped anyways. It doesn't really matter that much. I know in the next zone over that they have dust storms are able to occur, and I died out there, and a dust storm hit, and it took me like an hour to find my corpse. That was an actual thing. I think I have it recorded on one of my streams. We're just melting these mobs. This is kind of nice. I do like that. Well, I think Sean. I think that's his name. I always like try to remember the lead dev's name, and I always like forget it. And I think it's Sean, and it might be something else. And I'm like calling the guy like, you know, a different name. But yeah, I think he's the one that said that range is not gonna be a joke. It seems like he's right. They're just plowing through these guys. What's going on with my chat box here? Let's see if I can. That's why. Okay. There we go. We are level 3. All right, let's head back into town. So yeah, like weak heal is not gonna like save me, right? It's not supposed to save you, right? But you know, if you want to get back into the fight relatively quickly, and since you don't use mana that a whole lot as a ranger, you know, you might as well faster than sitting around. I mean, I suppose I don't actually need what am I thinking of? First aid, right? Bandaging. I mean, since I have that weak heal, uh, I guess it's all right to have in case you're like out of mana, or you just don't want to use it. I'm not aware, but I think there's like a blacksmith somewhere. Oh, you know what? Let me go check this out. I think the tower. They changed the tower, the lighting and the coloring of the tower. I know they changed some of the dome uh, textures. I know this blue stuff right here is gonna get changed. So like stuff that kind of like seems out of place, like this is probably gonna get some more textures added to it. What else? What else can we do? We can go for a boat ride to the what else city? Oh yeah, they added like textures to the archways here, so that looks kind of nice. I'm a bit partial to Night Harbor because it reminds me of Freeport, but you know, to each their own. I haven't checked it out. I mean, you know what? I might do it at launch of early access to stream that area because then I have to like figure out where everything is, and I'm just you know like I'm kind of like about that. But look at that. That's so nice. Like, what is that? That's what am I looking at? Oh, oh, what happened? Oh, okay, so this is gonna be a temple area. I see. Okay, so I mean, guys, this is alpha. You know, you clearly you see it, right? It's it is what it is. Yeah, so more than likely when they get into the like closed beta and the early access, or yeah, I guess early access, um, they're still going to be working on textures since there's a lot of texturing that they're going to have to do. I think this is new. It's over here. A library. Watchman. That's cool. I do like running around and checking out things. Although I'm not really sure if I should be back here because, you know, I could get jumped. Let's see, can I see anything through there? Well, I'm willing to bet when they have all this textured out, they're gonna be opening that gate. Let's do some exploring into the back rooms here. The back rooms of that's neat. You know, it's magic. There's a lot of okay, so fallen damage is still off. Good, I think. Um, so there's a lot of charms in this game. Okay, so yeah, they're getting these textures in. Okay, I mean slowly but surely this game is being built out, and that's nice to see. And I really like the new signage there. I mean they've done a really good job. The lighting is beautiful. I mean it is. I kind of wish they would bring back the old fire, but you know, like I'm not gonna complaining too much about that because it looks good, right? Not terrible. I mean, it's actually really good, but like, I I was a bit more partial to the 2D fire, but that's okay. That's fine. Because I mean, I thought they put that in there for because that was part of like the art direction. Uh, and I guess it was until a certain point. But I think what they want to do with this game is that they want to, where they can make the game look beautiful, they're gonna make it look beautiful, and where they like don't need to, uh, they're gonna make it look retro, which is fine, perfectly fine. What is this? Am I seeing this? Is everyone? Am I? That looks like a person? In EverQuest, Freeport, you had these like hidden like passages like throughout the city. And the alignment system in that game is like if you were like an evil character, right? You went to like a neutral or good city, you'd be killed on sight unless you worked on the faction XP for that particular city guard or whatever. And the same is true for like good characters, right? You can't go if you're a good character, you can't go into a seedy area, otherwise you're gonna get jumped. The interesting thing is like in certain areas, I think it's Kinos where like you couldn't tell like there are corrupt guards in that city, and like if you got like too if you upset them too much, like they would yeah, they would jump you, and it would just be random. You wouldn't know who it was. I mean, you would eventually figure out what the nameplates were, but like yeah, you couldn't actually tell. Like, but in like Freeport, you could, because there was the Freeport militia, which were the bad guys, and then there was like the Freeport, okay, and then there was like the Paladin, uh, a society or whatever it was called. And so, like, the backstory of the city of Freeport is that it's a city that's in the Civil War. At least from my understanding. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm going off like 20 years of knowledge, of old knowledge. Yeah, like I tried to like go back and play that game, and it just wasn't the same. You know, just didn't have it. Like you start off in this one city, and I understand why they did it, but it's just like, now I just want to go back and be in Freeport again. But I think EverQuest fell into this trap, and I forgot what it's called. I think I got it from the devs here. The devs that are building this game, is that every time there's like an expansion, right, you expand the world, and then you make your world too large, and then you have to contract it, make the players be able to get around faster, so you can put them all in one city. And by expanding the world, you actually are making it smaller. A good example of this would be World of Warcraft, where I would say it's World of whatever expansion it is, right? Because you're not going to go to Stormwind or like the dark, was it that the Dark Forest that's around there ever again, if once you level out of there. And even so, like you're really encouraged to get to the end game to level, and it's just like we lost a lot of good things, man, in the years. We lost a lot of good things. And so what we're seeing is kind of like a renaissance of old school MMOs coming back. I think, was it like classic RuneScape is more popular than the modern RuneScape? I mean, there's a reason for that, right? And WoW, and WoW makes me upset because like it's just I feel like they like really poisoned the genre a little bit. Like they just sucked all the oxygen out of the room. And so like when people were like getting successful, they would just like take their ideas and like just shoehorn them into the game. And it would just like it would take away from that, you know, that MMO's a player base, right? I mean, that's business, but it was just kind of a tragedy. It really is. The other thing I miss is like the old Planet Side. Planet Side was actually really good. It wasn't perfect. Could have used some work, but like man, it was for what it was. Can I use a rusty spear? Why can I? Do I need a? Where am I? What's going on with this? Can I make a spear? Tarnished spear, right? I should be able to make that, right? From the rusty spear. Maybe is that what they said they changed? Am I losing my mind here? It's not allowed to be a. I'm not allowed to sharpen that. Am I missing something here? I guess I am. I'm missing something. Oh, I already did it. Oh, okay. I thought I just absentmindedly. Okay, all right. So step one is to pay attention to what you're doing, which is something that I don't do at all. I'm really good at giving advice, but I'm not good at following my own advice. So just heads up there. Yeah, see, you can hear her footsteps. I can't hear mine. I mean, that's all right. I mean, I guess that's the quirk of the wood elf, and that's perfectly fine. All right, so what did I say I was gonna do? I got all this meat. I can just offload on the cook. Got all this meat I can offload on the back. Sounds wrong, but syntactically it's correct. Maybe it's just too late at night for me to like be coherent. We're not doing too bad. Take a look at the time again. All right. We'll probably go for another like 40 minutes. What else? You want to clear the inventory, right? I think you can hand in these to the beetle wrangler guy. He'll give you a bowl, which is like essentially the free bag. It's not a great bag. I mean, there are better options here, but yep. See, there we go. Okay, yeah. So it's like only like 4 slots. Okay, whatever. Right. There's a lot of interesting things you pick up along the way. Let's go take a look at leather boots here. I feel like leather boots are a good item. Don't want to be barefoot forever. Chainmail won't be too expensive for me. We'll get there. Oh, you know, there's another reason why you probably want to like not have the same, or like you just because you can wear plate, you maybe you shouldn't, because plate is like really heavy. So like if you're out adventuring, maybe you want to wear chainmail, maybe you want to wear half plate. You know, it's not there's not really a right answer there. I mean, unless you're main tanking, you want to have those most armor as you possibly can. What is that, 175? Oh, I don't think I have enough. Pretty sure I don't have enough. Maybe I do. I do. Okay, cool. I got some boots. Why not? Got some booties. I mean, one of the things about this game is like you literally start out with nothing. You start out as a bum, and you slowly equip yourself. Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, you know what? The other thing I could take a look here at. Okay, well I got 12 copper. I mean, hopefully I got. I'm gonna go check a look at the spell book, see if I have anything. That's what I should have done. You know, I always forget to do something in this game. You know, some classes you don't get like spells until like you get like all your spells at level 1, and then you have to wait until like level 4. I think the cleric is like that, which I did play last semester, last playtest. And we're just gonna check this out. See, we might not have the money to. Okay, well 10. What do I get at level 3? I get kick. Do I really need kick, guys? I don't know if I need kick. I mean, I'm not really interrupting any spells here. It doesn't do any damage. Pretty sure it doesn't do any damage. I mean, you should be leveling that, though. You know what? Why not? Why not? Why not? We'll get set up here. Now, I didn't really, I think I just took a random character and made a ranger. So I didn't even like, I mean, there's not a whole lot of hair options, or I didn't really care about the hair color or anything. Because again, like, it's gonna get wiped. You know, you shouldn't be attached to your character. I mean, I feel really bad about those guys that are like getting up to like level 40 or like level 30. And I'm like, just like, dude, like, maybe you should like not do that. Although, you know, I could be wrong about that. You know, we gotta test the game, right? Somebody's gotta do it. This right here. So this is what you should be doing. Technical thing that you should be doing. Take your spell book, get your new spells. Put that on the hotbar. You never know when kick's gonna come in handy. And that's what you should be doing. It's so weird hearing other people's footsteps and not your own. I think that's one thing that it could work on. It's just like the sound. Maybe that's just kind of like how elves are. That was fairly a long way away. All right, cool. Nice. Now I wonder if they're going to be implementing weapon weaknesses, like animals take more damage to like piercing weapons. So, like the spear is a really good like tool against like a rat. For instance, you just do more damage. I mean, that would force people to like change out the weapon loadout. Although that would really kind of suck for like classes that are limited to or like bludgeoning or piercing. You know, like they only have like 2 weapons they can use. I made this big, huge spiel about using kick, and I'm not even using it. Well, I mean, I'm just killing rats. Does that guy need help? Seems like he's okay. Seems like he's okay. Give me your weapon. Bone chips, always useful. One of the cool things about like humanoid mobs in this game is like if you see what they're wearing, you can take it. I don't know about armor, but you can certainly take their weapons. I'm level 3. What should I be grinding? What should I be grinding? Yeah, the ranger hits pretty well. I mean, I'm not like let's see, like what am I thinking? I'm thinking that I'm comparing the Inquisitor, the Paladin, all these other classes that were just like kind of like really slow, cleric, and I'm just like and compared to the ranger, it's just the ranger feels good. It does. Ranger feels really nice. So does the Spellblade. I mean, the fighter does too. I mean, the fighter is also like a well, it's hybrid. It's you can either be a tank or an DPS. Although you might not find like a whole lot of groups wanting you for DPS as a fighter. I mean, you're serviceable for sure. Let's say to like a monk or like a ranger or a spellblade. I mean, they should be all about out DPSing the fighter. But the fighter can put up good numbers, respectable numbers. Or at least that's the intention from the devs. Last time I checked. So I think later today, I know I have it like this is day 1 of the playtest. I mean, I didn't get around to after midnight, so technically this is day 2. But oh, I got a rose. I don't know what this is. I keep opening that up, and I'm just such an idiot. Later today, I'll probably be, once I get all my work done, I'll take a look at the leather working here, because I wasn't able to figure it out last time. I'm not sure. Maybe they did have it. I just like was just being an idiot and I couldn't like figure it out. So we'll see how that goes. Because I know I'm wearing like some tattered stuff, and I wonder if I can like upgrade that to like something else. Because I do need to test that out. Yeah, at a certain point, I think weight becomes an issue for any class, even if you have like put all your points in strength. I think once you're wearing plate and I mean, you can have a super strong character, but if you're wearing plate, like it's gonna hurt as far as weight carrying goes. At least that's from what I heard. I know on the Reddit, and every time I'll go on there every so often, and there was this one guy where he was showing like his character, and he's like, you know, I mixed and matched, mixed and matched certain armor sets. So like he's wearing chainmail, and he mixed it with plate, and he said, you know, it kind of just, it's easier to like roam around and like pick things up. I'm not carrying that additional weight, and I still feel protected. It's like, okay, I mean, that makes sense. Hey, these are the right guys? Should I be fighting these guys? Oh, no. I don't know what spider legs are for. Oh, that's a mouse. Cover absent. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. That's a silly. Oh, that guy's just chilling up there. There's the boat off in the distance. I wonder. I don't think it's the same boat. I think there's only like certain times throughout the day that the boat like docks and then like takes off. So I think it's like around 7 a.m. in game time. The boat will come dock, take off in like a few minutes. And that's another adventure I remember in EverQuest. I got on a boat and I didn't know where I was going. Yeah, as a new player, and I think what happened was I logged off and on the boat, and it just dumped me in the middle of the sea. And I was like, how do I get back? So I had to swim back. I had to figure out how to get back to the I didn't even know where I was. I was like, I had some chat, and I had, I'm a level like 2, like I think I was thinking it was a fighter or warrior, whatever EverQuest has, and yeah, I just like logged back on, and I wasn't on the boat anymore. I was just in the middle of the ocean. That looks pretty dope. I like the plate. Plate on the oh, that's a Shadow Knight. Plate looks really good on the ogre. We'll save that. What am I doing here? Ah. I got a rusty maul. Those characters are okay. Cool. I stop and like look at other people's characters and like admire their progression. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna go uh, use my sharpening stones here. Did not know that brittlestone could be used for making arrows, but now that I know that, that's a good thing. Good thing to know. Okay. I thought that was just an NPC trying to kill the other player. This game is going to be really good when it's fully fleshed out. I mean, it just sucks you in. Like, I don't even. I started, so I've been. When I started, it was like 2:12:45. So yeah, it's been nearly like 2 hours. Wow. And it doesn't feel like that at all. But I'm used to like doing like 5 or 6 hour streams. And like, by then, I'm just kind of like, I need to go do something else. Sometimes I gotta turn off the camera and like enjoy the game myself, by myself. How dare I, right? But let's take a look here. Okay, nobody's in chat. Not that there would be. I mean, this is how you make your money. You just kind of have to sell everything. I'm gonna do this cooking. Come on, there we go. There we go. What I would say. Oh, is this? Let me try something here. Good. Everything is cooked here. I mean, it's really too bad that they're so expensive. I think it's called arbitrage, where you take the appropriate items to the appropriate vendor. So like if someone's selling to the shady gnome or like one of the shady vendors who buy at like a discount, you buy it back, or you buy it like this guy, the greedy halfling. Okay, so like, right, so I think this is like worth like 20, right? So these are like worth half price. Like if I were to buy this buckler, I could take it to the weapons guy and like make a tidy profit off that by doing like just by running around and giving it the. Oh really? Wow, that's cool. Someone sold a corroded bronze plate. Huh. So yeah, you can definitely make money just like flipping stuff. So you always want to check stuff because then you have like this corroded bronze army plate, and like if you right click on it, oh, it's a shirt. Okay, so shirts don't do anything. I don't know why they. Maybe they will one day. I just don't know. So like all these fire meal items here, you can take them either to the cook or to the I think the blacksmith is where they have fire beetle carapace. I almost forget how to say that name. Jagged stone, phantom fuel. Right. Now somebody can like, somebody might actually sell like, someone might buy this like raw cap, right? Like it's like 20 silver. I mean, why not? Right? Like it's not. It's leather, and it's still like something. And that's what I should have done. I should have done that first. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, there we go. 2 AC, 1 AC. All right. And so, you know, get to hide that old man hair. And my character had going for it. So I gotta make a mental note of what I actually want to test in the next upcoming days, and that's kind of the fighter with the bow, because you can wield that bow with a fighter, and I want to see if it does the same thing as the ranger class, where you automatically just flip between weapons. So that might be interesting to see. I think they have that set up that way. And you know what, honestly, that might be a good... that might be like actually a really good feature of the fighter that people are not really attuned to. Alright. I wasn't expecting that to die so quickly. Let's go to the next zone. So like, yeah, every piece of gear that you get, yeah, it feels meaningful. So like finding this like leather gear on Shady or the Greedy Halfling, you know, I've earned it, right? You feel somewhat what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say you feel like you made progress. Oh, I just did something really fucking stupid. Why did I just go up to a skeleton? Attacking without. That's why. Thank God I'm at my death zone. It's late. I'm losing my mind. And I'm not thinking straight. No, I increased my dodge level at least. I think desert bats are Bluecon, large desert bat. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I think the elf does the roundhouse kick, which I think is pretty cool. The wood elf. The actual high elf is not in game yet, from what I understand. I did look during the server restart, see if they had any new races out. They didn't. And I also took a look at the sound quality and made sure like everything was good. But what I didn't realize is that was actually coming through and playing in the broadcast. So like everyone got to hear everything I said at the beginning of the start session. I was just playing it back just to hear it and watch the video. So, you know, interesting things happen during broadcasts. It's live. That's so satisfying. There we go. I don't think I can have a shield as a ranger, but I do think I have parry. I wonder if I trained that. Did I train that already? I'm not sure. I'll pull that up. I'm trying to figure out how to pull that up. Maybe, I don't know. Is it in here somewhere? I should probably pay attention. Like, work on trying to kill this large bat. I wish kick did some damage. Just a little bit. Because you are kicking the person, right? And since the mob is running away, I don't actually need to move. I can just... There we go. Alright, let's heal up a little bit. And this is the nice thing about the ranger, you can get back to the fight really quickly. A cactus. That might be new. We'll go check that out. Why not? It's free money. Oh. Did somebody leave these rattlesnakes? Man. I don't think they had this before. Maybe they did. Now, the rumor has it is that there's like these shadow creatures over here. I've never run into them, but I've seen people being chased by them, so I don't know where they're at. I don't know if I want to go out and find them, though, so I just want to play it safe. Oh, that's nice. I only have 2 pouches. Yeah, I thought I had a little bit more. There we go. Rattlesnakes. I think rattlesnakes are still yelling at me. Fire wheels should be... Yeah, we need it. Probably put my trainee sword in the bank in case I ever need it again. I'm not seeing parry go off, so maybe you can only pair with either. I don't have parry. I didn't train into it. Or you can only do it with like certain weapons, which would make sense. Oh, there it is. Okay, berry. Alright, not bad. Yeah, so far I'm liking the Ranger. Maybe because I just like it because I don't have to move a whole lot. But if I get a bow for my fighter, that might change. Although, you know, my fighter doesn't have like a weak heal, right? Like you can just, like, it's not meant to like save your ass in a fight, but it's meant to get you back up and running. As far as I can tell. Yeah, so like this is gonna be south. That's gonna be north. Because the sea's over here. I think at night, during sand giants will pop around. I gotta check out the what else. I might hop on a boat and check it out, stream it. I might not like live there or anything, but I just kind of want to see it, explore it a little bit, see what they got going on. Yeah, this is an interesting map. I mean, it's just really like all these dunes. I don't even know. I don't even think I've been over here. I just know it's like, oh, you know what I could do? Is I could adjust to invisibility beasts. And we can do some exploring here. And that's what's great about this game is that like I can just do stuff like this. Ooh, what was this? I'm surprised like these like giant spiders are like indifferent. Oh, some guy died over here. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, there it is. There's the large sand giant. I didn't even know these guys were over here. Yeah, you know what? All my other characters, I've just been like too afraid to like go into this area because of like these giant ass beetles and rattlesnakes. I didn't know that these guys were over here. So I think the fighter has a quest related to the Shari. I think that's what they're called, the gnolls of this game. I think they have a related quest. I think most of these things are going to be indifferent. Oh, music changed. What's this guy up to? Okay, well, I'll let him be. So I should explore it because now you know a little bit more about the game. When I get off stream, I'm probably gonna put down the gamma again, to like 50%. That's how the game should be played right now. It's at 100%, so you guys can see. Uh, but it looks so much better, at least on my screen, when it's just at like the actual intended gamma rate. But this is alright, like it's not bad. I know we're intended to like not be able to see at night, but you know, like everybody's monitor is different, so they kind of had some wiggle room with that. What we got here? Okay, yeah, about like another 10 minutes. I could probably just call it right now. I mean, I'll take on this jackal. And I'll get off for the night because it's like 2:30 and I like I used to sleep and I gotta go and make sure she's okay. You know how it is. Those of us who have relationships. Alright, so not bad, not bad. A little bit of progress. You know, I'm not complaining. I guess the only thing I would complain about is just like there's like no sound when I'm running. It's only the elf model. Maybe it's like the halflings and the dwarves. Maybe they do. They don't have sound. I gotta test that out. I know the humans for sure have sound. And it's not bad. I mean, it is just like kind of like a mono sound where you just hear your guy walking on like soft sand, which I mean kind of blends into the background eventually. I mean, that usually kind of drives me up the wall if there's just like one sound when your character's walking, but you know, it's probably not a priority for them. Like other things, like actual core mechanics, are much more pressing. I'm surprised I haven't seen like that many people on. Well, I guess I did get on late, but like earlier I got on just to like tool around. I didn't notice this playtest, the first day and last playtest, there was like a lot. I don't even know I could sell that. Sell the fire. That's for sure. So 120. I mean, yeah. So like, even I'm looking at the weight right now, and I have 61. You know, it doesn't matter at some point, and your armor is going to take up that space too. So eventually, it's going to bite you in the ass. Okay. All right. I think we're going to call it here. Alright, so that was Monsters and Memories. You know, this playtest has been fairly smooth. I'm not sure if there's been less people on with this playtest than the first day. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe people are gonna start trickling in. Maybe they're gonna or maybe they realize that, you know, it's gonna be going on for a bit longer. I think they did extend the it was initially supposed to be 10 days. Now it's gonna be 12. It's gonna go past Veterans Day. So far, you know, it's been a smooth experience. I would say that the Ranger is meeting all my expectations. As you know, it feels good. Like, I don't have any complaints about it as of right now. So I'll just keep that. I'll just keep that opinion until something else changes. So far, it's been a good experience. These guys are. I'm not even sure what these guys are. Maybe a monk and cleric. Well, all right. Go ahead and start camping. If I can get it. There we go. All right, everybody. That is day 1. Playtest in November. And we'll be back sometime later today. Maybe I'll probably be on the Ranger. I don't know. Maybe the fighter. Depending if I get my bow on it, and, test it out a little bit. If I really like it, I'll continue on with that. But usually I'm probably going to be. I want to try and really stick with just like one class. This playtest, but at the end of the day, we also got to test other things too. So it's going to be up in the air. So, all right, guys, I will see you out there. Thanks for joining me, and have a good one.